Tippett Back Tuesday here in the Freak Nation, and we were just marveling at the iterations of our Tippett Back Tuesday that had come about. It originally started with, it was a perfect scenario, Richie. It was your Coyotes. The dude even had a last name of Tippett.
Yep.
Then he just decided to go bonkers. Well, he didn't decide to go bonkers. It's just bonkers being a head coach here in Phoenix. Dave Tippett, formerly with your Coyotes. Did some damage with my Stars for a while. Where is he now? Is he Chicago?
No, he's with the Edmonton Oilers.
That's what I meant to say. Close.
Yeah.
That's
Kind of
north of me, so there you go.
He kind of failed upward into coaching Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl.
What a gig. Right? Tippett Back Tuesday, Freak Nation. We might as well make it official, right? And typically on days like this, we share with you some insight to how to tip it back on a Tuesday. You want to get that over with first, Crasher?
Oh, because all I'm drinking is water?
Yes.
This is how you tip it back on a Tuesday, yo. It's refresh water. Signature Select.
Right. I just got back from Costco. And Richie is our go-to when it comes to alcoholic dissertation.
Oh.
Yeah.
Richie and dissertation has never been uttered in the 8+ years of us doing the show.
I thought it was dissertation.
What'd I say?
You said dissertation. There is a difference.
True. Is there even a dissertation?
I don't think so.
Dissertation.
There's a decertification.
Remember when I first got my job at Q102 and I was doing some bullshit part-time work on air and assistant promotions director, my boss would tell us it's our monthly dissertation meeting with members of the general public. I didn't know what the hell dissertation was. I didn't know what it meant. I never heard it in my life. Still don't to this day. Or why you have a dissertation. I mean, it's just, getting a gauge of how things are going out in the street. What they want her to do. Dissertation or decertification with the dissertation. All right, so I went to Costco today, over my shoulder, and again,
Yes, I see.
Suave being the residential alcoholic that he is, I need some help there,
You
Richard.
didn't even drink on Halloween, Kenny. Just reminding you.
Got it. I've got Kirkland's, some of Kirkland's finest. All right. Now, the kickers here, it's imported from France, remarkably clean and elegant, finishes smoothly and appealing balance and style. This is distilled 5 times, okay?
From France,
Yep.
5 times.
That's a shitload of vodka, right? Then you go to the blue bottle.
Is that how the French, by the way, do a handle? They just don't have the handle?
Yeah, well, we did the same damn thing. Did you see those Jack Daniels handles that we had for the party crash? No handles. They're so damn big. Can you put a handle on? Okay, so here's American vodka, distilled 6 times, and there's no snappy saying on it, other than if you're pregnant, don't drink this shit. Kirkland Signature Premium
You're in a
American
mood
vodka.
today.
Is distilled 6 times, offers an extraordinary smooth, mildly sweet finish. I think this was $13, Richie.
The 6-time distilled from America. Okay.
And this one was 18, or you want to round up, $19.
The 5-time distilled from
5
France.
time.
But the nicer bottle. It's got a little red at the bottom, too.
If we were, frankly, a highly paid staff, I'd be sampling it right now and sharing with you what the difference is. Whereas I think I came up with why the difference is there. One's from France and one's from America.
Oh, those import fees.
Yep. Could I actually tell the difference? I mean, we've sampled both. We've got Kettle One downstairs. We've got Tito's. But when you see 1.75 for $12.99 and you feel okay the next morning after 4 or 5 of them, don't you go with that, Richie?
You go with the cheapest option possible, personally, when it comes to vodka.
No.
Yes,
then you
when
don't
it comes
feel
to-
good.
Cheapest possible, because that's all vodka does. It doesn't really taste good. It just gets you hammered.
Yeah, but you want to
So you
feel
can-
okay the next morning, and the cheap stuff typically goes straight to the head and bam, out.
We were drinking, Corey and I on our show, we do a thing called Sporty Spirits, and we make a cocktail about every week. It's up on our YouTube channel, and go check it out. Just search for Sporty with Corey and Richie. And this week, our vodka that we chose was Crystal Head vodka, which is the vodka that comes in the Crystal Skull bottle,
Got
which
that
is
for
Dan
my
Aykroyd.
birthday.
Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
which is Dan Aykroyd's vodka, and we made some cocktails with that. Pretty good. Enjoyed it.
Ghostbusters, baby.
Well, Richie, I know you went to college, but
I did.
How many dorm room or dorm parties were you part of at the great ASU?
0.
Okay. Trash can punch, ever heard of that?
Yes.
Okay. That's bottom shelf vodka. This isn't bottom shelf vodka. I mean, this is good vodka. This isn't when you walk into Ralph's or Safeway or Albertsons and you go, you know, 1.75 for $4.99. This is probably more like, okay, there's my bottom shelf look like, I'm in college. That's the look for this vodka.
The medium shelf.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
not quite top shelf, but medium shelf.
I mean, Kettle One's there.
Tito's is.
No, Tito's is more middle. Yeah.
Okay.
Grey Goose is there.
Grey Goose is up, yeah.
We should do a
Yeah,
poll.
you're right. Kettle One is up.
Yeah, Kettle One's a damn. Remember we went to some party for Kettle One and drank a shitload of Kettle One?
Oh, that was really good.
They sent us home with all kinds of Kettle One.
Yes, they did.
Man, the guy was tied in with off-road racing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So do we have any comments in our comment section about why it's, all right, Michael just says, good afternoon, guys. Michael, why the difference, man? 6 times distilled versus 5 times distilled. God damn, man. You'd think we would have...
And the 5 times distilled is more expensive than the 6 times distilled. But we think we figured that out because of import reasons.
Yep, true. And word has it, I'm sure it's an old wives' tale, that this is just like bottled Tito's. Is that right, Richie? Is that what you heard?
No.
That wouldn't surprise me. That would not surprise me at all. It's because they just buy vodka from other people and slap their label on it. That's what they do.
And our family told us that because I have a brother in the beverage business. And yes, that's exactly what he said. I can't remember the brand though, but Kirkland's does do that with their American. So I guess the 6 times distilled, it is something like, I'm just going to say Kettle One because we just talked about it, but it's something along those lines. It's not a bad vodka at all, but they Kirklandize it. See if I can find it real quick on a search.
Well, if Richie was doing his damn job.
Stop it.
The truth about Kirkland vodka. A tale
Okay.
of 2 Kirkland vodkas. Costco's Man, see there? I just did this, Richie. Thanks for doing your research.
Stop it.
Everyone's heard the rumors that Costco's vodka. It's really actually the same stuff as Grey Goose, just poured into a genetic bottle instead of designer label one. But this rumor, is it true? Experts say probably not. Grey Goose, of course, denies it emphatically, while Costco is going to use the no comment. Yep. Costco's blue label, $12.99, exactly. Fine for mixed drinks, but if you're drinking it straight up, well, it's no Grey Goose. Top of the list, however, all right, hell.
Inconclusive.
I don't spend too much time on that.
Well, there
done.
is another little segment that says that
Freak Nation
that
I-Team right
5
there.
times distilled French version, so the taller bottle, I guess, comes from the same Gensac Springs in France, where Grey Goose gets their water. So, just saying.
So
maybe that's the Grey Goose connection. It's not technically Grey Goose,
Got it.
but the water is sourced from the same stream that Grey Goose gets theirs.
Listen, I'm drinking anything from Gin Sack. Isn't that what you said, Crash?
Yes, I did.
Gin Sack Springs. Come on,
How old are
Richie.
you?
Just because you wear the same hat 2 days in a row doesn't mean you
Makes
can't
me-
laugh.
Makes me giggle.
Yes. Gensac.
All right,
probably
but
Jean Sac.
before I forget this, Crasher, I've been meaning to ask Richie this.
Okay.
Oh,
Richie,
God. Yes, Ken.
over your left shoulder, well, actually next to your left shoulder, it looks like a pink Post-it note next to your bathroom.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Is that reminding you to either flush? We should take bets. Flush, turn the light off, brush your teeth. Am I anywhere close?
Hold on. I wish I can go rogue here and bring my camera with me into my bathroom, which I think I can actually do that.
No, just go get it. Just go get
Can
it.
I? Well, it's taped to the wall. There's two of them.
Oh, it's not posted.
It's
noted
taped.
to
I mean,
the wall.
so what? It's not nailed. Just pull it off. I mean, this is the bit. We planned for this in our pre-show meeting.
Oh, this is great. Here we go. Okay. So, if in case you don't know, my roommate has a 5-year-old daughter. She likes to write notes for me and put them in my bedroom. So that's what this is. I'm gonna go like this for a moment so y'all can see this. That's her handwriting. It says, "Do you know I'm going to kindergarten?"
Oh, that's the best.
And I think that's a little heart dear at the bottom too.
That is greatness,
That
man.
is the best.
Yeah. So I still have that. Hanging up in my right there.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna put it back. Yep.
I love it.
You know what, Richie? Maybe that's what we do. Is we don't use her last name. We use it's Izzy, right?
Isabella.
Yes. Isabel.
Maybe we have words of wisdom for Isabella once or twice a week, where she writes the Freak Nation a note. We have what the freak did Ray Lewis say? What's what the freak does Izzy say?
That's actually a great idea. She's smarter than I think Kat and I combined, so I think we can make that work. For the record, there is also a note in my bathroom right next to my light switch that says, "Richie, don't forget to turn off your light."
Oh, so you kind of nailed it a little bit
close.
there, Kenny.
Yes. Which she would be mad at me now because my bathroom light's on, but she doesn't know. She's at school, so.
Richie, two things I want to hit, and Crasher, I'm sorry we didn't talk about this in our pre-show meeting. It was pretty long, but I
We
didn't
didn't
get
have
to
a
it.
pre-show meeting. I don't even know what you're talking about.
We actually did. I said, "How do I sound, Richie? How you doing, Richie?"
Oh.
That's it. Listen, when you're as well versed on lifestyle and current events as we are, who needs to do research?
I did a bunch of research today, and you're not even going to use everything I made. So
That's
all
what
my
I'm-
work
Oh
is
my
for
gosh,
naught.
so
okay.
true.
That's what I'm getting to. It's supposed to be 15 good minutes. It might be 50 good minutes of the freaks today, okay? Because this kind of set me off. It didn't set me off because I don't care. I actually do because it's my city, and I need to start caring more about my city because this is my daughter's city, and I'm being serious. This is my daughter's city. I want it to crush it, kill it, be everything great for her. Like the Cardinals, I want the Cardinals to be great for her because she's a Cardinal fan. I reserve vocalizing my judgment on certain teams. No, I mean, with her, that is. I have no problem voicing it now. I can't give you one professional sports team in this city outside of our Phoenix Rising that's worth, as the kids used to say, riding home about. And with ASU, are you kidding me? Richie, get their ass handed to them the second half against Utah. We saw what they did against Washington State. But we all picked ASU. I had one comment about, this might be one of those, the kids do it for the fired coach. Didn't want to get a freaking shot.
Oh, that's right.
Well, I took that advice, didn't I? Took that advice. But let's go over a few things. As Richie coined the phrase, and I'm surprised you haven't patented it, Richie. Phoenix just can't have nice things,
This is true.
right?
Yes.
There we go. That's not it. Richie, where's
Going on a coaching conversation.
where's ASU?
I didn't put ASU in there. You didn't ask me to put ASU in there. I can name their coaches off the top of my head. Todd
Since-
Graham, Herm Edwards.
There you go. Since 2014, yeah.
And frankly, I look at Todd Graham's tenure better than I do at Herm Edwards.
He was better. He was
Yeah.
better. There was a tweet from somebody covering the Sun Devils. I forget who it was, and they compared the records at the same point in their tenures at ASU.
Right.
And Todd Graham had a better record inside the Pac-12 and a better overall record than Herm Edwards to this point in their coaching tenures. And if you remember back to when Herm Edwards was hired, one of the reasons Ray Anderson gave for hiring Herm Edwards in the first place was, yes, wanting to create this more pro-like atmosphere around the program, but it was to contend to be top 15 in the country and to contend in the Pac-12 South. And they have done none of that. They've done none of that in 4 years under Herm Edwards. It's literally the exact same, and we all could have seen this coming. There's been some nice little highs up and there with Herm Edwards. Yes, fine. You beat U of A 70-7. Great, cool. U of A hasn't won in a year and a half. But other than that, it's been the same old garbage. Just blah, blah. And unfortunately for Arizona State, they're never going to be any good at this point. And they haven't been good my entire lifetime. I made one freaking Rose Bowl in my lifetime. That's it. I think they've won one Pac-12 title. Fired up. Fire everybody. They're all going to be gone anyway.
What year did Herm come on board?
2015.
Oh. Okay, so he's had ample time. I was going to say, how long will the excuse be valid from Ray Anderson that, COVID affected a couple of seasons, but nope, never mind. Nope.
That's true, Richie. Contend for champion. This Pac-12 South is as weak as it's been since we've been here in Phoenix, Richard.
Yeah.
Yes, do you realize this? The last time U of A won a game, Izzy was not even in preschool.
Yeah. 2018. 2019 was the last time they won.
How about that? Let that resonate a little bit there, Freak Nation. Holy smokes. Okay, well, there's the and man, we need to dedicate one show to my whole theory of why West Coast teams should be crushing the bejesus out of every other team east of Texas.
All right, you can do that for Whip Ass Wednesday.
Damn
you
it.
should be whipping ass, but you're not. Yeah, something along those lines.
So just to get back to why Richie says Phoenix cannot have nice things, let's start out with the Coyotes. Okay. Now, Richie, we were pretty stoked about Dave Tippett. There were some damn good seasons in there. Granted, sniffing the Stanley Cup Finals, okay, didn't happen. How would you rate Dave Tippett's tenure here? Now, we don't need to have a diatribe in this, but how?
I mean, he was the best coach the Arizona Coyotes have ever had.
Yes.
I think he has the most wins in team history. He literally took a team that was damn near halfway out the door to Hamilton, Ontario, and took them to the playoffs for 3 straight seasons.
That was a big deal.
Took them to the Western Conference Finals, obviously, and they were 3 wins away from getting to the Stanley Cup Final. But yeah, I don't have anything but good things to say about Dave Tippett. That's the reason he stuck around here for 8 years, despite the fact that there were rumors on a consistent basis that the team would pack up and leave at any time.
Why did we believe the crap that Tocchet was selling?
I mean, I like Rick Tocchet.
Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rick Tocchet was a fine head coach, but he just couldn't quite get him over the top. I don't have anything bad to say about Rick Tocchet either, considering what he had to deal with too, in that he didn't really have the greatest rosters of all time to deal with either, and he still managed to put them into, they were basically a 500 team there, and they were on the verge of making the playoffs for a couple seasons. If you had a better coach, you'd probably do a better job there, but it was one of those things that when you have a new GM and Bill Armstrong, he probably wasn't going to stick around much longer either, but he'll probably go on to be a head coach elsewhere. Yeah.
Maybe that's what we should have done. We should have done just everything versus the Coyotes ownership. and again, Andres, again, I've used something like he's like the bar back. I have no idea what the hell's going on.
It's 9 games into his tenure. We don't really know much about him yet. And he's over, but Rick Tocchet was the same thing too. Rick Tocchet didn't win a game in his first 20 he didn't win a game in regulation until like 20 games into the season.
This is how you get a new arena. You go over.
By tanking.
Yeah. This is how you do it. This is how you raise money. It's how you raise capital. It's how you build your fan base. We're serious about our team.
Can't you tell?
Oh, look at that graphic.
There's your Phoenix Suns. I think we will all agree that Monty Williams has been the best thing for this team since we've been here, right?
Without
Correct.
question, yes.
Watson visited our studio a few times. Igor and I spent some time. Never met Monty Williams, but for him to do what he did surprised everyone in the National Basketball Association to take those Suns to the finals. Boy.
What do you mean, boy?
Wasn't that fun with Bruce?
I was going to say, there's a good little tenure there with Bruce Arians.
Wasn't that awesome? Now, definitely he and his wife and their family, friends of the Freak Nation. Bruce Arians gets with a club, ownership, management that knows how to run a goddamn team and wins a Super Bowl. What, 2 years? Has Tom Brady on his sideline. What are we stuck with? Cliff
Coach K.
mother-freaking Kingsbury.
Well, first Wilkes. That was painful.
Oh, my
And
God.
do you guys know where Steve Wilkes is now? I just looked it up.
Tell us.
He's no longer in the NFL. Remember, he had a brief stint as the defensive coordinator with the Cleveland Browns in 2019.
Do you remember that?
But right now, he is the defensive coordinator for the Missouri Tigers in the NCAA.
Another one of those SEC powerhouses.
Mizzou. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the defects.
Hey, Richie, it's
Completely forgot about Chip Hale. Forgot he was the manager of the Diamondbacks there. And Alan Trammell for that reason, albeit in an interim role. But
right.
did you know that Kirk Gibson is the winningest manager in Diamondbacks history?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
And did you know that Torey Lovello is only 30 wins away from becoming the winningest manager in Diamondbacks history?
With 50
Oh.
plus wins last year, Richie?
Yes. Isn't that crazy? Yes.
Whoa.
Winningest manager of all time by attrition. Does he make it that far into the season to pass Kirk Gibson as the winningest manager? That's the question.
Richie, tell me who the Diamondbacks' new bench coach is.
Oh, it's they hired him from.
Is that over your
there.
shoulder? Is Texas over your shoulder?
Yeah.
He was the skipper for Texas for, 3-4 years, Jeff Bannister. As I slide down the banister of life, maybe you remember me as the splinters in your ass. You ever heard that one?
Oh,
Did
that's
you just
new.
make that up?
No, I think I was Izzy's age when I first heard that one. Common denominator, Ken Kendrick. Common denominator, Michael Bidwell. Common denominator, do I need to say his name?
Yes, Robert Sarver, because we're wondering where that damn report is.
And common denominator, who the hell knows who owned the
There
damn
is
You
no
know what
common
would have been
denominator.
fun is for me to make a second graphic of all the ownership groups
Yeah.
across that same timeline.
Yeah.
For the Coyotes, yes.
Like they're on
And
3
this
in
is
the
what
last
happens
5 years.
when you put together hell of a group ownership and a damn good coach. Big fans of Rick Schantz. Big fan of Rick Schantz.
Do you guys remember when we were covering Phoenix Rising a lot more often than we do now?
Yes.
And Patrice Carterone decided to leave the team to go coach elsewhere, and we were like, oh no, that's a big loss.
Yeah.
And Shantz comes in and has now signed an extension to coach this team until 2024, I believe.
He's good.
And
people.
yeah, they've been to the title game once. They were supposed to be in the title game last year, and it got canceled. And they're having another good season this year.
I stand corrected. It was 2017, Crasher, when they hired him.
They hired him, Herm.
Herm. Thank you, Triple F. So, Richie, again, Phoenix can't have nice things unless you play during the summer outdoors and you kick a ball.
You're a footy fan.
Yeah, love me some Phoenix Rising.
And their stadium over at Wild Horse Pass, what are we calling that now? It's kind of like Rawhide, Wild Horse Pass, Park, whatever the heck else the names are. It's much nicer than it used to be at the stadium in Scottsdale. This one's good, and it's still only temporary, but they're hoping to build the permanent one on this land as well. It's nice.
Dude, the politics in soccer, specifically Major League Soccer, make the freaking voting ninjas. What they call them here?
Cyber ninjas?
Cyber ninjas.
Cyber ninjas, yeah.
Look like a well-run, finely oiled religious machine. The politics, if you guys dug down deep into how Major League Soccer's run, how they govern certain teams, trades, draft picks.
And hence why Phoenix is not in the MLS yet. Just saying, because that was supposed to have happened many, many years ago. Oops. Got to play their game. Got to play their game.
Ka-ching. And then some. Hey, Richie, thanks for being a part of this, buddy.
Hey, thank you. I'm glad everybody enjoyed my graphics there.
Mm-hmm.
Put
Nice.
some hard-earned oil and work into those.
I especially like the professional logos that you put in. The people just assume, is this the checker group down at Safeway? No, these are the guys that work at Sprouts. And these are the 5 dudes that were fired from Kenny's Shoes back in '67. And then these 3 dudes, they're pumping iron down at Joe's gym. Richie.
The Oats coaches do look a little more buff than the other coaching staff. Staff.
That's true.
Plural. Yeah, look, they just kind of look more mean and aggressive and buff.
Crasher, you are seriously, dude. She is onto something. Who had or has the better assassin head coach? Right there. Who has the better Russian oligarchs as head coach? Right there, Richie.
Not wrong. In that same picture, you also see the what happens when you coach the Coyotes for a long time. You start off with hair,
Right?
and then you just get progressively more bald.
Dude, is Andre missing a digit?
No, it's
No,
just hiding
no.
Are you
underneath
sure?
his ring
That
finger.
would I would love
That would
him
make
for
him more
life.
badass, though. Yeah.
Right? I mean, then you got yeah. What's up? What's up, Alan?
I'm Alan.
What's up, Chip?
I'm Chip.
I told you, man. Not so much damn alcohol in the pool or chlorine. Trim my trees, Kirk, will you? Seriously, but these guys, these are boozers right here.
Oh yeah,
Bruce.
that's a party group.
No.
Even Steve sucked as a coach on the field, but you know what? I bet he is fun.
I'm told that
rooms.
Steve Wilkes can pour a Mad Manhattan.
Okay.
Bruce Arians can drink himself some Mad Manhattans. And Cliff Kingsbury lives in Manhattan.
With a fire pit in his backyard as he props his feet up
Right?
with no socks and his dress shoes.
Which team has the best fire pit coach? In the NFL. All right, man. We're going to end this 15 minutes of 28. We'll do it again on the Whip Ass Wednesday. You doing all right, Rich?
I'm doing great. Yeah, I got my coffee with me, so we're good.
Take it back Tuesday. 5 times,
Super
6 times.
coffee.
Yeah. Later.